My name's George, Easterbrook Matthews, and I'm the General Manager at Stratford East. How I came to Stratford East was through, I'd spent quite a few years working in the city. I'd gone from college straight into work, and I knew deep down that I had a desire to be in the arts at any capacity that would be. So after a few years studying, I decided to make the leap and I applied for Stratford East. I used to study and revise in Jerry's across the way, so I used to sit on the sofa there fretting about dissertations and stuff. And I applied to be the PA at Stratford East. And the reason for me, Stratford East, is because of the East. And I said that in my interview. I'm originally from Hornchurch, but my family are Newham. My nan grew up in Canning Town, and so did my dad. And my nan used to live in Upton Park, and I spent a lot of time in East London. And I have a very, very, very big, strong pull towards the area and the people. I find it. It's my home, East. So when I was applying for theatres, the fact that Stratford East was right bang in the east of London was just a perfect fit for me. So, and luckily they said yes. Working here means quite a few different things to me. On a personal note, working here brings a lot of fun, security, feeling of safety. Again, working in the city, it was only the other day I was talking to someone about how I did mask myself quite a lot in the city because of the rigid rules and the different type of people that you work and associate with, and just that kind of rigidness that you don't get in the arts. And so coming in Stratford East has allowed me to drop those kind of masking of myself, and I feel really myself working here, which is a beautiful thing. I also adore the place. I think the building is stunning. The auditorium is a little gem in Stratford, in East London. I always think it's this hidden little gem that I'd love more people to come and see. You can walk past it and not realise when you open the doors there's this beautiful theatre inside. I think during my time here, working on the exhibition, which is the update of our front of house pictures, I've really delved into the history of the theatre, and from 1884 to now, and hopefully another 140 years plus going forward. There's so much history in this building that you can feel it in a really great way. I'm sure it's haunted too, but there's the people that have come through these doors are so talented, so lovely, so the same kind of people. We always have this thing that we say, if you get Stratford East, you get it. It brings the same-minded and loveliness of people together, and just to be able to continue doing that with newer generations coming into the industry, where it's so hard having a place where they feel like they're really safe and comfortable to try. I think working on the freelance royalty scheme, so working with freelancers and giving them space to rehearse for free and opportunities to perform and to meet people is invaluable. This idea of just breaking down the barriers of getting into a theatre building, I think we do really well, and I want us to open that up even more, and for this place to be every freelancer's home base that they can learn and grow. Now I see had a real impact. I thought it was a real beautiful piece of work, and it really physically impacted me. It took me quite a while to pull myself together after that. It was beautiful. The last scene of that, the movement, the lighting, the feeling that came from it was just stunning, and I really enjoyed it. One of my favourite plays so far, I mean, it sounds really corny, but I do enjoy Stratford East plays. There's something something really, I really connect with them, and I really connect with the programme that the building tries to put out to audiences. I really enjoyed Abigail's party. I just thought it's great to look at. It was funny. I know those people, so it was really sort of an Essex, East London kind of story that I could definitely get behind. I mean, we also do like musicals really well. I think people don't realise that this stage is really big, and it actually can hold quite a decent sized musical. So The Big Life was just joyful, and just you can't imagine having something of that scale here, but it can, and it fits really well, and it was just so much fun, and everyone was lovely, and it was just fun to have those people around. And as much as panto can get a bit wearing after a few reiterations of the songs, again, it's another big musical that is in the theatre, and I just think having the young kids come in when it's their first moment of actually walking into a theatre building, when they're wearing their little high vises and they're just chat, and they don't really know where they are, what they're doing, but they understand that they're seeing something, and they're understanding that they're allowed to make noise, and they're allowed to be part of it, and there aren't any rules around theatre for them. I think that's really great to see. Yeah, so I think panto is a hats off for people who do panto, definitely. I'd convince people to come here to Stratford East because of a number of reasons. One, it is so easily connected to get from most places in London or just outside London to come here. The stations near us are like the most connected of stations, so the journey isn't as far as you think it is. Also, the fact that it is set back, it's not in the middle of town, so you are kind of, the crowds aren't really there until you get into the theatre, where we have the most fabulous of front of house team who are just joyful and so smiley and welcoming and helpful, and we get good comments on their behaviours a lot, because there are front-facing people and they really do us justice. Again, the auditorium is beautiful. You get a really beautiful setting to watch a really great piece of work. The programme's always a combination between fun and daring and challenging. And we do wrap around talk, so people, you can get a little bit more into some issues. We're not shying away about talking about political work. But also, like, our bar is just a really good, chilled and fun bar to be in, and it doesn't feel like a theatre bar. And I think that's probably where I'm going, is the fact that Stratford East doesn't have those rigid, stiff theatre rules that most places could have or do have. Our audiences are vocal, so you are engaging with the piece, so there isn't this idea that you need to come and be quiet and sit and be rigid and be nervous about theatre. It's a safe, open, lovely, fun, challenging place. So, yeah, that's how I would pitch it.